How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Double Pebble. So today there is a new patch, and I believe all of you have seen the patch notes or have heard of exactly what is going to happen in this patch. So there is three main things that is updated in this patch, and I'm going to go through them today. Alright, so the first thing is the item storage. So that is not very important in my opinion, because from now on you can only store up to 100 different items, I believe. Like there's a number here, so I've got like 72 different items. So if you have more, then you cannot collect new items from inventory like that. Then you can't do this. And then for those that you don't want to use, like for example you don't want to use this, right, you can put them into storage by clicking this button. So this is like I'm not sure the purpose of this, but it's not very significant. Alright, so the next thing is the new trade system. So it is called Trade 3.0. The main change is that you can now get EC players from the trade, and apparently there were some like new harder quests for us to complete before we can trade at the maximum potential. But I haven't seen these new quests so far, so drop a comment below and let me know whether you guys have seen the new quests, because I've been trading for a day now, and then most of them, in fact all of them, are still the same, like 3+3 players, the World Cup players, the 8 special season players, so on and so forth. Alright, so let me know in the comment below. So this is basically the new trade system, so you can get EC players, upgraded EC players in fact, and here I've got EC Kaderabak, I don't know his name, and EC Jordi Alba. So obviously I'm going to choose Jordi Alba lah. Yeah, quite lucky, so I got EC. Right, now the big one, which is the next one that I'm going to talk about, I'm going to spend some time on it, is the player growth thingy, you know, the training points thingies. No, this is potentially a game changer. Why do I say that? It's because it allows for more flexibility as compared to your stuff, because you can boost any stat that you want, any attribute that you want. Alright, so the page is like that. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen it. So some of the theory is that you need to play games to accumulate points. Okay, so generally one game I can get about 2 to 3 points with VIP. I think without VIP you are looking at 1 to 2 points. So it's like 1000 training pieces is 1 point, and then every game, depending on your performance, your goals, your passes, your tackles, your interceptions, all these are counted for pieces which are converted to points. Alright, okay, so this is like a screenshot of the end game here. As you can see, like there's this particular page in the middle that tells you like how many training pieces have you accumulated and how many points have you gotten. So every single things like your win-loss, your goals, all these are calculated. Okay, and just to take note, the win-loss as well as the like goals scored, right, are tabulated separately. So the maximum you can get is like 3.1k, I think, with GCA, VIP and whatnot. Okay, so that is the maximum. Every player can use only up to 60 training points, nothing more. And every stat, depending on the tier, costs different amount of training points. So let me just try to clarify. Okay, how the point requirement is calculated is based on the level 20 plus 1 player. Okay, now this is a major advantage, because regardless of how high is your upgraded player, the calculation of the point requirement is based on the plus 1 overall stats at level 20. So let me illustrate this. I've got world best Frank Ribery. Let's look at his jump stats. Okay, at plus 5 level 20 without colors and stuff, his jump is 83. Okay, now if you refer to the table on the patch notes, in order to increase his jump, by right he needs 7 points. Okay, by right he needs 7 points to increase 1 stats. But because this is the upgraded one, you can see that he only needs 5 points in order to increase 1 stats, because at his base plus 1 at plus 1 his base, his jump is only 78, which is like the previous tier, the 5 points tier. which means that for those who is not using the world best team, who has +8, +5, +6, that kind of team, right? Those players will be at a major advantage because you can save up more points to boost more stats, and then you have the +8 overall +8 coming. So that is going to be insane, which means that this is going to put even more disadvantage on world best because you can't generally go for +5 world best team. That will be difficult. So now we can go into a little bit of concept. How do we want to maximize this new feature? Remember I said that this is game changing, okay? Why do I say that? Is because other than you can increase any stat that you want, you can use it to do a few things. One is you can use it to overcome weaknesses. Another one is you can extend the strength of a player. Of course, if you were to extend the strength of the player, you cannot add too much lah. But if you were to overcome the weakness, then you can add more. Let me give you an example. Let's look at world best Didier Drogba. Everyone knows that he's got one weakness and one weakness only, and that is his agility. He's got very low agility, 91. When he's in game, he feels like a rock. So what you can do in order to make Drogba a so-called perfect striker is to increase his agility, and it costs 10 points, which means I can boost his agility by 6, for example, like that, boom. Okay, and then in game his agility will be 104, I think, no, 105, including all the colors and stuff, okay? And that will hopefully change his ability to twist and turn in game. Another good example, in fact a better example, is world best Xabi Alonso. We know that he's got 13 styles, he's fast, he's strong, he's got everything except aggression. He's very low aggression. It's right here, 72, and it only costs 5 points. Okay, and what I can do is I can just pump all the way to 60, and I can add 12 aggression points to Xabi Alonso, and that will make him a so-called perfect midfielder because he's got everything now. He's aggressive already. Okay, so this is one way of using the training points to cover the weakness. In fact, I would suggest, because most people when we see this new feature, we're like, oh, new thing to add to sprint, I can make my team even faster, sprint dog, you know. But I would suggest you take a step back, look at your players and analyze what are good stats to boost rather than sprint, okay? You get 150 sprint, 160 sprint, but it might not win you every game. For example, another example here is like Steven Gerrard. His interception is very low, okay? And for midfielders, interception is important. So what I can do is I can boost his interception, and that will make him a perfect midfielder, okay? Something like that. Defenders, low aggression, boost up their aggression, something like that, alright? And spend a day playing, and I've got 64 points. So what I'm gonna do for my first boost is Ibra, world best Ibra. A lot of people know world best Ibra has some problems with aerial ability. Even after the update, he's still got a little bit of problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to boost his jump, okay, by 5, so that he can technically jump higher, because he's got no problem. He got very high strength, sprint is good, acceleration is not that good, but I don't really need him to run that fast. And then other things like heading, actually his heading is quite low, but generally I don't think heading stats is very visible as compared to jump, alright? So I'm gonna just boost him up and grow him. So here, boom, I'm gonna grow Ibra, boom, he has grown. He's become, he can jump higher now. We shall look at my team and see how it affects. I'm told that there's some difference. Yeah, if you take a look here, after you have grown and trained the player, you will see a small little star over here which tells you that this player has undergone training. And I'm not sure if there's any. Yeah, there's nothing. So when you look at the stats, it doesn't show anything different, like no star, nothing. But his jump is now 114, so that is a very scary Ibra. And then, but you see a little star over here, okay? Last few small little things that I can talk about is that the point adding is reversible with an item, which can only be obtained when your GM decide to give you this. The item is the point reversal item, which is right here, training point reset card. So these will reset the points and give it back to you. Of course, so don't spam lah. So which means that without this item you can't do this. So what you want to do is think carefully. I would suggest you spend some time, look through your team, look through each and every single player, and decide what you want to boost them. And don't forget, when you sell the player, the points are gone. Okay, so you only want to use it to train players that you know you die won't sell one. If you know that you're gonna keep chopping and changing your team, then don't bother to train yet until you have a settled team. Like for me, I will never sell Ibra, I'll never sell Ronaldo, never sell Ramos. You know, these are players that I can train up because I never sell them. The points are gone, they'll never come back, and that means that your effort in playing goes down the drain. Okay, last thing to talk about is the enhancement. So if you enhance two players, for example, I don't really have an example here, got no word best to upgrade. Yeah, I don't have. Anyway, if you enhance two players and both of them have trained or have not trained, if I'm not wrong lah, this one based on what I've read on the patch note, is that the points will go to the player with more training already. So if let's say one Ibra is like have only used up 57 points, the other Ibra used up 60 points already, and you enhance them, the points will follow the Ibra with 60 training points already. Alright? Let me know in the comment below whether I got it right or wrong, because that's what I have interpreted. And that is, I think, all from me this time round. I'm not sure if this is a lengthy review. Hope you guys find this helpful. And don't forget to subscribe. I want to thank all of you for helping me to reach 2,000 subscribers. Let's now strive and hit 3,000. Okay, we'll just go step by step until we are there, right there, 100 million subscribers. Alright, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Help me to like my videos as much as possible. It's just a click, just click, nothing much. Alright, and hope to see you this weekend.